Hello dear students, welcome to our channel. In this video we are going to talk about a poem The River, which was written by Abdul Ahad Azad, which translates into Kashmiri as Daryav. Abdul Ahad Azad was born in 1903 and he died in 1948. The River is a poem about philosophy of action and ceaseless striving. एक इंसान को जिंदगी में आगे बढ़ते रहना चाहिए. He uses the river as a mouthpiece to demolish the artificial barriers. जो एक इंसान ने barriers create किए हैं उनको बिल्कुल ख़त्म कर देना चाहिए. The river hates inertia and inaction. Let's talk about the text of the poem. My yearnings find expressions in bubbles, commotion, tumult. It's in wandering to distant goals that I find the music of life. My yearnings find expressions in bubbles. जो कि इसकी ख्वाहिशात है, desires है, commotion, in bubbles, commotion, tumult. जो अपने आप को इजहार करता है bubbles, commotion या chaos and disturbance से अपने आप को इजहार करता है और उसको अपने जो गोल है उसको हासिल करने के लिए उसको बहुत ज़्यादा दूर जाना पड़ता है and the river enjoys its journeying in this process. I move on day and night through rocks, ravines, ditches. So its path is not a smooth one, it's full of ups and downs. I do not pause for praise, I do not pause for play. I am at home with the bats as I am with the bulbuls. न तो ये रुकता है कि कोई उसकी तारीफ करे, न तो ये रुकता है कुछ प्लेजर हासिल करने के लिए, रिक्रिएशन के लिए. I am at home with bats. तो बैट्स जैसे हैं उसके लिए एज ए बर्ड. तो I am with the bulbuls as I am with the bulbuls. So the birds, nightingales and bats are all the same to it. Moving ahead, flattery cannot tickle me nor disparagement make me falter. So flattery, I cannot be deceived by flattery. खुशामद से आप मुझे धोखा नहीं दे सकते हैं या क्रिटिसिज्म से आप मुझे अपने गोल तक जाने में रोक नहीं सकते हैं. A purpose brought me here. एक मकसद है मेरी ज़िंदगी का and I live to see it through. और मुझे वो मकसद हासिल होना चाहिए. I am not fettered. I am not caged as men are by the fear of disapprobation, which stands for disapproval on moral grounds. So I am not afraid of either religion. I am not afraid of values. For me, I do not practice any religion. Forever faring forward, I know no turning back. So I am moving ahead. Faring stands for traveling. मैं तो आगे ही आगे जाता रहता हूँ. I do not adorn myself like flowers. I do not decorate myself. अपने आप को सजाता नहीं हूँ. Nor build nests like bulbuls. Or I do not know what it means to be in a nest or what it means to be in a shelter. My delight is in swift eddies, revolutions and earthquakes. I delight the swift eddies, which stands for, as you can see in the picture, the whirlpools, revolutions, earthquakes. Any sort of movement is a kind of pleasure for me. Moving ahead, I cleave the sides of banks and bunds and level the high ground with the low. जो ही मैं चलता हूँ, it's basically the river which is saying this. I cleave the sides of the banks and bunds. तो इनको मैं चीर के जो दरिया के किनारे होते हैं उनको काट के मैं निकलता हूँ. I level high ground with the low. जो ऊपर की ज़मीन उसको नीचे में लाता हूँ, पस्त करता हूँ. Leaping over proud strong obstructions, I scare their wits away. So I come across any sort of obstruction, but those obstructions, they are afraid of me. I do not seek a fight. I never seek a fight. I am not interested in fight, but meeting it, I do not quail. जो ही अगर मुझे मौका मिलता है, if I get a chance to fight, then I am not afraid. I hurl myself against stone ramparts. Rampart stands for obstructions and other mortal barriers. I throw myself against those obstructions or mortal barriers which get demolished, जो ख़त्म होने वाले हैं, तो वो barriers मुझे सामने आते हैं. I then collecting once again the fragments of my scattered soul. So it gets scattered once it comes across any sort of obstruction, it gets scattered. तो बिल्कुल जो है scatter बिखर जाता है और फिर से it recollects itself, it regains its original shape. I hurl down rocks, wear down hills. So I throw down rocks, I wear down hills, I roam in the forests free. Moving ahead, I give wings to the cloud. It's actually I who give wings to the cloud. It's the water which gives wings to the cloud. It helps the cloud to go to the distant places. And the gift of mercy to the rain. It's basically I which causes the rain. So you can very well understand the reference to the water cycle is because of water cycle that the rain occurs, and that rain is very beneficial for the soil. And it's I who dresses the firmament. Firmament का मतलब है sky, आसमान, in blue and purple colors. So you can see कि आसमान का कलर भी जो है चेंज होता है. You can here of course the references to the rainbow which occurs at the time of rain. Mine is the voice of thunder, mine is the flame in the lightning. It's I who cause these. My voice is as I move down, I create a lot of noise which is similar to the thunder, जो thunder के जैसे noise होता है. I spread green velvet carpets on my banks for friends, for tired limbs of hard-worked laborers. As you can see in the picture, I spread green velvet carpets. It's the greenery which I spread on my banks for friends, for tired limbs of hard-worked labor. जो बहुत थके हुए लोग होते हैं उनके लिए जो है I provide this moment of relief. And for lovers of pleasure, those people who love pleasure, they come and sit and bathe and drink in freedom and enjoy. Those people who go for sightseeing, they come and sit and bathe, नहाते भी हैं, बैठते भी हैं उसके किनारे और उसका भरपूर लुत्फ़ उठाते हैं. But I do not wait on anyone. ना तो मुझे किसी का इंतज़ार है. I keep on moving. I do not stop. I am not meant to stop. Hindus, Muslims, men of wealth, Rajas, Nawabs come and rest. People from all religions, people from all walks of life come and sit on my banks, seeking balm for bruised spirits. तो मेरा काम ही है that I act as a kind of ointment for their wounds. So I heal the wounded hearts, broken hearts. But to me they are all suppliants among the many who come to me. लेकिन जो भी आते हैं मेरे किनारे बैठते हैं, they are nothing but the humble people among the many others who come to me. I shall not rest till the world is rid of the embankments that divide. तो मेरा काम है I will not rest, I will move on, I will go ahead till the world is rid of, ताकि दुनिया में जो ख़त्म हुए जो barriers है, embankments जो है लोगों ने create किए हैं एक दूसरे के दरमियान जो है divide create किया है. So I will work till these embankments get demolished. O ditch and hollow that deform its smooth and lovely face. इसका मतलब ये है कि that It has the ditches as well as hollows, which deforms the lovely shape of this river. This passion, like a consuming fire. There is a passion in me. I'm just living a life full of passion. This burns me. Even though I am water. So there is a contradiction in this line, that the water burns, water cannot burn. So the poetic device used over here is oxymoron. So moving ahead, coming and going, birth and death. Here you can compare this stanza with Alfred Lord Tennyson's poem The Brook, where he says, "For men may come and men may go, but I go on forever." Coming and going, birth and death are all the same to me. It little matters to me. I do not care if anybody comes to this world, takes birth, and if anybody goes, dies. It's all the same to me. मेरे लिए सिर्फ एक ही बात है. I don't wonder who will come, nor grieve at the fine men gone. कौन आ गया, किसकी पैदाइश हुई, या कौन मर गया. It's all the same to me. Futile fears and anxieties which trouble the weak of heart. जो एक बंदा होता है परेशान, मामूली चीज़ों पे परेशान होता है, तो वो बहुत परेशान होता है उन सब प्रॉब्लम, मुश्किलात से, इशू से. तो ये सब चीज़ें मेरे लिए मायने नहीं रखती हैं. बिग माउंटेन्स नो माई माइट. बड़े बड़े पहाड़ों को मेरी ताकत का अंदाज़ा है. फॉर आई स्प्लिट दियर हार्ट्स एजेंडर. मैं उनके दिलों को चीर के निकलते हूँ. But with gentle caressing hands I bathe the bodies of beautiful girls. Even the beautiful girls, they get benefited from me. My flowing stream and waves and eddies are bursting with truth and love. My जो stream है या waves है, they are bursting with truth. This is the manifestation or the representation of truth as well as love. I play soft tones on my santoor. Santoor is here an Indian musical instrument with long strings to flowers and the bulbuls. But the thunder of the drums of revolution is my music for hard-hearted rocks. So here it tells us about the drum of the revolution. So here is the passion of revolution in these lines. So you can take this stanza as a kind of revolutionary stanza. In my music for hard-hearted rocks, I am in a position to change a hard-hearted person into a soft one. एक इंसान को जो बहुत ही सख्त दिल हो सकता है, उसको मैं एक नरम मिजाज का बना सकता हूँ. My gurgling sound is sweet indeed, but it hides a potent fire. You could see that this stanza has the contradictory ideas. Gurgling sound is sweet, बहुत ही अच्छा है, but लेकिन इसमें एक potent fire है, एक powerful fire है. So I am an entity which is full of enthusiasm, full of energy. Puppets of time, however great, quail at the wrath of my waves. Puppets of time are here. Puppet, कठपुतली जिसको बोलते हैं, जो बेसिकली होते हैं बड़े लोग या जिनके पास होते हैं मटेरियलिस्टिक थिंग्स जिनके पास होते हैं, तो उनके वो भी जो है डर जाते हैं मेरी इस रात से, मेरे इस कहर से. of my waves. But I play the nurse to flower shrubs. लेकिन at the same time I am very much kind. Nurse here indicates very much kind, protective, responsive and caring attitude towards the flower shrubs. तो flowers के लिए मेरा attitude बहुत ही नरम है. And feed them with my milk. So feed them with water. To cedar, pine and cypress I have given my life without stint. I work tirelessly for these kinds of trees, for these kind of beautiful trees. उनके लिए मैं बहुत ही जो है अच्छे तरीके से काम कर रहा हूँ. I love to be gentle. I love to play in the midst of loveliness. So I love to be, it's in my nature to be gentle. I love to play in the midst. I love to play there where there is love. I carry drink to the thirsty iris. Iris is basically here a kind of flower. In gracefully moving streams and I stop to obtain the image of lotus in bloom in the lake. तो जो ही यहाँ पे मेरी डेस्टिनेशन पहुँचती हो, मेरी डेस्टिनेशन जो है लास्ट पे वो है दैट आई लैंड इन ए लेक. सो लेक पर मेरी डेस्टिनेशन, मेरी एम होती है टू रीच इन ए लेक. सो आई टेक the image, I look at the image of the lotus in bloom in a lake. Thanks for watching. Do like, share and subscribe our channel for latest updates.